Now I'm gonna tell you guys about my story, how I came about establishing my ICR Financial Fitness Credit Repair Services organization that I've been, boy, it's been like 7 years already, but good 7 years. Thank God, grace of God, that I always put Him first before anybody else, you know, to help me succeed in anything that I want to do in my life. Well, my story was crazy. In 2006, I had like two houses. The crash hit around 2008. That's when things got bad. I lost my job. Like I said earlier, it's all over Facebook. You can also see it in my blog, on my website, and you can see my entire story. So I'm just gonna tell you a little bit of my story, you know, of how I came about establishing my own business instead of working that 9 to 5 or that 9 to 10 o'clock in the night and so on and so on. Uh, I found out as I got older, you know, I worked, and the more you try to save, the less you try to save because there was always something that you had to pay, because on the time that I didn't know nothing about financial literacy or anything about credit, you know, I wasn't interested in it because I was young, stupid, and dumb, period, you know. And now I'm knowledgeable, I'm financial literate. So those people that are not, I suggest you join Econ Learning Center, which that's my new project, which is Econ Learning Center, you know, .org. That's the project that's connected with my business, my credit repair business. Now, basically, I have an educational side of my business, and now I have a credit repair side of my business for both. So, how did I learn this? How did I come about establishing my own business? Well, doing networking with people that are rich, basically. People that are rich that know how to save their money, keep their money, invest their money, save money on their taxes, repay credit and things like that. So as I was reading the books that I read, which one of them is, you know, uh, The Laws of Success, which is a book that a lot of people read, and there's a lot of secrets in there. There's 16 lessons in there about, keeping your money straight, having a good established, trustworthy business, creating a niche for business, and things like that. How to advertise your business, how to market your business, how to speak to your future clients that you can have into your business, and things like that. So I read that book, and that's one of the books that convinced me that I had to, shift my income from a negative to a positive, and also shift my life, instead of working hard, still work on the job, but focus more on establishing my own business, because time is more important than money, you know. Time and money intertwines. Time is more important than money. So I learned when I took these financial literacy courses, I learned what time money takes to invest, what time money takes when people take from us, take us as a fool, like a credit card. You get a credit card with interest and double the interest and things like that. You know, I learned all that stuff. All the ins and outs about credit, all the ins and outs about being in debt, all the ins and outs of having a mortgage. And paying it on time. Uh, the secrets of how the mortgage industry works, and I learned all that, but just by reading books, all different books. And those books I have them online, and those you can, if you want them, if you want to see a sample of the books, they're in my website. You're in my website. And that's how I went about establishing my business. But what made me decide to establish my own business is a book that I read. It was called The Credit Secret Bible, which is not even in Amazon no more. I mean, when Amazon first came out, when Amazon started getting stronger online, I just bought that book. That book costed like $20, and I bought that book, and I read that book like 20 times, and it showed me a lot of ways how to get out of debt. It showed me a lot of ways of how to repair my credit, protect my credit, monitor my credit when it's already up in the level that you want it, in the 720s, and keep it up there, not keep it back low. It showed me of the credit utilization, of how the credit FICO system works, and it showed me all that stuff in the book. And what I did, I learned all that, and at the end of the book, like I told you, I was in financial distress, $300,000 in 2008. The crash hit, and I didn't know what to do. So what I did, I finished reading the book. At the end of the book, it said send everything to the Attorney General's office with a hardship letter. So that's what I did. I sent all my stuff, all my debts, all my stuff. This was in 2008. I sent everything to the Attorney General's office, and the assistant took my case. So they took my case, and like I said earlier in my podcast and in my story, my entire story is a 6-part story about my financial situation versus now, And I took my case, and they took it. And boy, when I went to do my taxes like 6 months later, I was afraid to do my taxes because I thought I was gonna have to come up and with a whole bunch of money to pay all these backed up taxes that I had on the house that went on the foreclosure and things like that. So, which I don't mind saying what I have to say, it's true. Everybody struggles in life, but you have to learn from your mistakes. Well, anyway, so when I did that, I went to do my taxes, and the lady told me, no, we owe you taxes. And I said, from where you owe me taxes? Well, it seems like you had a house in the auction when you sold it back to HUD. Because again, I did not put my house with a real estate agent to resell it again. So the book told me what to do. So I followed what the book told me what to do, and what I did, I got in contact with HUD and told them I cannot pay this house, and and I'm gonna go, and it's gonna be abandoned in a little while. And they came and then rebought it again. In other words, they took it, and I didn't have to pay for them back. I didn't have to pay the $300,000 because the Attorney General took my case. And by that time, there was a lot of stuff going on with mortgages. I don't know if you guys remember in 2008 when it crashed. The reason the mortgage companies crashed and a whole bunch of companies crashed is because the mortgages companies were crooked, and they were giving loans to anybody with a credit score of 600. And now it's happening again. Now it's 650. What's the difference of 650 points? Ain't no difference. So they still doing it again. But this time you have to educate yourself, and that's why I'm here for. That's why Econ Learning Center is here for, to teach you guys, to protect yourself, especially when you're young and you want to buy a house or you want to buy a car. We teach you how to do all that stuff. We teach you how to get out of debt. We teach you how to buy a car and less interest rate, which is common sense. You have to have good credit for you to get that interest rate low. We teach you to get a house at a lower interest rate. Common sense. You have to get the credit up, not 650 like they say. Don't listen to those people. And like 700, 720. That way you get that interest rate lower, like 2%, 3%, 1%, and so on and so on. So I took all my paperwork, and I mailed it, credit reports, everything, 2008, and I sent it to the attorney's office. They took the case. And again, I like repeating myself. When I went to do my taxes, they gave the tax company, the IRS gave me $5,000, because what happened was that when I resold the house to HUD, they didn't give me no money back. I just cleaned my account that I owed them. And they put the house in an auction. The house went in an auction for a higher price. And next thing you know, they found me. And since I was the last one on the deed, since the house they sold it for higher the price, I got $5,000 back from getting rid of the house. And I said, what the heck is this? And that's exactly what happened. And You know, those are laws. Those are laws that are out there in Connecticut, New York, California, all over the place. That if you are owner of a house and your house gets foreclosed and it goes into an auction, you know, and if the house costed 125,000, and in the auction it came out to 150,000, guess what? The $25,000, it's yours without you even knowing. Without you even knowing. So that money will go to the public records section, you know, to the state, you know, where they leave it there up to they find you. Now, if they don't find you 2 or 3 years from now, you know, you're not gonna know because you're already out of the house. So basically, they're gonna mail the letter to where you used to live, not where you live now, because they don't know where you at. So, but let's say they find you, which there's companies out there that look for finders, to find people that the tax liens that they owed to people that had past houses and they sold it on the auctions for more of the price of the surplus price. So what happened is these companies, they try to find you. Now, if they find you, yeah, you get your money, but not all of it. You get like a percentage of they get a percentage of your money for the finder's fee to find you, and then you get the higher amount of the money that they owe. And that's what happened to me. So I got my money, I saved that money, and with that money, I started establishing my own business. You know, the book told me what to do already. And my first customer was an accountant. You know, it was a whole family, and the guy was an accountant. And boy, his credit was all messed up. And supposedly he's an accountant. You know, supposedly when you're an accountant, you get your money straight. But his thing was all messed up. And what I did with him, everything that I learned on the books, I started implementing them to my first customer, which was the accountant. And his credit score was about in the 550s. Come on, an accountant. How are you going to trust somebody with a 550 credit score as an accountant to manage your money, you know, or your taxes or whatever? So I said to him, look, this is the strategies that I'm going to give you. Follow this in 6 months, and your credit score is do this and do that, you know, and get your credit utilization lower than 50% and this and that. So I showed him how to do all that stuff. And then 6 years later, his credit score went up to 750, right? In which they wanted to buy a house. You know, him and his wife wanted to buy a house. And guess what? In about less than a year, they got their house with a lower interest rate. You know, I even found the house for them. And I also even found the mortgage company to give them the loan, you know. And then, guess what? I got a cut from both, from the mortgage company and also the loan, the mortgage loan company, and also the house that I sold to them without me having a real estate license, you know. And I did that a couple of times, and that's how I started building my wealth, building, you know, my money, and establishing my ICR Financial Fitness business. And now what I'm doing, and I just established my nonprofit, which is Econ Learning Center. It's a nonprofit organization. Well, that's a little bit of my story, guys. Now I'm going to go to Econ Learning Center. Now, under this video, you're going to see a button that's going to say sign my petition. When you go to that website, you're going to read more about what my business is all about and what it's going to cover. What are the negative things that are happening all over the world when the COVID hit real hard and people started to struggle, you know. How the shift of when the COVID hit, everything shifted. Everything shifted to artificial intelligence. Like I said earlier on my other video, we're not living in an industrial world no more. We're living in a technology world. And those people that are backed up, which most of them are in the late 40s and up, don't know nothing about computers. And especially you Hispanics, si eres Latino, Latina, adultos, you know, edades como los 40, los 50, muchos no saben nada de computadora. Y lo que Econ Learning Center va a hacer es enseñarte, you know, cómo trabajar con una computadora, las cosas importantes que son easy para navegar tu computadora, en el internet. Y eso que vamos a hacer también. Y, y para mi gente latina, no los tengo atrás, yo sé español también, yo arreglo crédito y yo hablo español, ¿ok? Estoy buscando clientes hispanos, hispanos, para ayudarle a arreglar su crédito. So let me get back to Econ Learning Center. So basically, Econ Learning Center is a nonprofit organization. Which again, there's going to be a button, a petition button. There's going to be a button to donate. If you want to donate $5, $2, $3, I even accept donations to repay your credit. Never heard before. I accept donations to repay your credit. I charge $50 a month, to repay your credit. I write the letters, you send the letters. Now, if you want me to send the letters and you're so busy at work at 2 or 3 jobs, I write the letters and I send the letters and I charge $80 a month, all right? Much cheaper than the all big-time companies out there that are taking your money and run. So if you're in those big-time companies, you know which one are they. You paying for them, right? So you're probably paying for them already. So I suggest you just take your account, call your bank, and just cancel their account, and give me the chance to help you save more of your money and convert your debts into wealth and increase that credit score in less than a year, 100 points in less than a year, for less money than the other companies do that take your money, they charge you, in a year later, they charge you like $1,200 and your credit's still messed up, right? And 2 years later, your credit's still messed up. You're still paying them, and your credit's still messed up. You don't got your house, you don't got your car, you don't got your personal loan, and you're paying them. And they getting richer and you getting broker. I just made up that word. Well, anyway, and that's what Econ Learning Center is all about. And ICR Financial Fitness. ICR Financial Fitness is the credit repair section. Econ Learning Center is the educational, financial, investment, credit, how money works section. And also web designing for adults, teenagers, kids 9 and up. That's what's going to be in Econ Learning Center. It's going to be fitness. It's going to be involved fitness. It's going to be metaverse quest, learn by doing programs right through the glasses, right through the glasses. And also it's going to be fun and games. It's going to be fitness right through the glasses, and also physically with a program called Drum Fit. All this is going to be in Econ Learning Center. One stop, one shop. One stop, one shop. One stop, one financial shop. So imagine you go into a place. First of all, you're going to work out, right? You're going to work out, get that brain up and pumping, and then after you finish doing your little workout, then you get into the books, which is not going to be books. It's going to be videos. It's going to be videos. You're going to get a whole course of financial literacy, Econ Learning Center course, sponsored for a financial literacy group, and how money works. Those are the ones that got the course. I'm just the messenger to put it out there. And then you're going to take some of those courses, credit repair workshops, how money works workshops, how investment work workshops, real estate workshops, anything that has to do with financing. You're going to take a whole bunch of different workshops inside the facility. You're also going to work out. You're going to know how to eat right, feel right. It's going to help you with your mental problems. Like if you have an anxiety, depression in your house and you're stuck in the house all the time, it's going to show you how to mess with a computer. Econ Learning Center is going to do classes on how to create your own website. While you're creating your website, you're going to create your own online e-commerce business. We're going to show you all that. I'm personally going to be one of the educators that's going to show you all that and all that stuff. But again, it's a nonprofit organization. There is a fee. There's tuition fees. There's monthly fees. There's weekly fees. There's going to be an after-school program there for kids 9 and all the way to 19. Kids and teenagers 9 to 19, separate, how can I say it? Separate time frames. So the kids are going to be with the kids, teenagers are going to be with the teenagers, adults are going to be with the adults, and the senior citizens are going to be with the senior citizens. So what I did, I broke it down into different hours. There's 24 hours in a day. I mean, my business is going to be open from 9 to 10 p.m. And parents, let's say if you have to work from 5 to 10 p.m. in your job and you don't have a babysitter, you could literally bring your kids, drop your kids off to Econ Learning Center. This is in the future, which is coming soon in Waterbury, Connecticut, and downtown. You could just drop them off, and we take care of them. While they're there, they're gonna be with the playing video games with the metaverse, educational video games. They're gonna doing fitness with the metaverse glasses. They're also gonna be being taught how to do websites, how to establish their own business while they're young, not when they're old. And they're gonna be protected. They're gonna be safe. They're gonna have their own lunch. All that is gonna be included into the tuition price and the after-school program price, which I'm working at it now. I'm working at the prices. They're all gonna be affordable, much less than a daycare center. That tells you everything. And basically, that's what's gonna happen. And I'm looking for customers now, parents. I'm looking for customers now to sign up. All you have to do is go to my website, econlearningcenter.org. Pre-register yourself, pre-register your kids, your teenagers, because, I think there's gonna be like 50 spots open for the facility, to be in the safe side because of COVID. COVID haven't ended yet, and it will never end yet. And basically to be on the safe side and everybody separated, it's gonna be 50 to 60 people the most, no more than that per day inside the facility. And again, that's what Econ Learning Center is all about. And again, looking for donations. So if your credit's messed up, your finances are messed up, and you need somebody to help you with your budget, organize your household budget. We charge for that, and we also teach you how to do it. That way you pay once, and then when you learn it, now you don't have to pay again. Same thing with the credit repair. We charge you to repair your credit, and we also teach it while we charging you. We teach you. Now it's up to you if you want to learn. Now it's up to you if you want to learn how to repair your credit while we are repairing your credit and fixing your credit, building your credit, and monitoring your credit. So we're going to teach you those 4 basic things, right? And when you learn all those things, when monitor means that you have to monitor your credit every month, every year, every day nowadays, because the FICO system changed, the whole credit system changed, and probably you don't even know about it. And in ICR Financial Fitness and Econ Learning Center, we're going to teach you all that. But let me plug my friend. I got to plug one of my students, one of my top students, which is Edwin Yearwood, which everything that I just said, he's doing it. And right now, he's real close to establishing his own credit repair monitor business, all right? Credit repair monitor business, which I taught him everything that he knows. And now he's in the process to establish his own business, his credit repair monitoring business. Remember that. And he's up in Plainville, Connecticut, Plainville, New Britain, Hartford. He covers all those sections. I cover the Waterbury, Naugatuck, Watertown, and Southbury. I cover all those sections. And Southernton, I cover all that. He covers the other side. And I'm teaching him, and his company's name is FYEcreditrepair.com, which FIRE is spelled FYAI, which stands for you and I, Credit Repair Services, all right? But the website is FYEcreditrepair.com, spelled FYAI, not FIRE, all right? And he's one of my best students, and right now he's getting close to establishing his own credit repair monitoring business. His website is live now. You guys could subscribe there. You also could subscribe to my 720 credit group. .Z, the letter Z, E as in education, E as in Edwin, dot, at A as in Anaya, and M as in money, you know? So, 720 credit group dot ZEE dot AM. You guys could subscribe there, you know, register there to our group, our private group, which is Fire Credit Repair Group, and also ICR Financial Fitness Group. And that's where everybody signs up for they could see everything of what we do. Everything of what we do is in there, all right? Econ Learning Center is there. There's gonna be like there's little video trainings in there, you know, throughout the website, and all our communication is there. You could communicate with us there, and you could reserve your VIP spot for our future webinars and podcasts that we putting out there soon. And in April of 2024, we're gonna be doing a live event here in Connecticut, which if you guys subscribe right now, register right now to 720 creditgroup.z.am, you know, put your information there, you know, automatically we could create a reservation invoice for you guys, you know. The charge for the event is going to be $5, but those $5 are for the raffle. For those who want to, you know, get into the raffle, they have to pay the $5 because there's going to be a raffle giveaway out there, you know, and things like that. So basically reserve your spot because they're going to be going quick as soon as we start mass advertising our webinar workshops and stuff like that. So again, if you want to know more about my financial situation story, my 6-part, again, go to 720 creditgroup.z.am. All right? So go there and put your name and your email there, and then check out the videos. Check out my story, 6-part story about how I got out of financial distress and who helped me and so on and so on. There's a lot of companies that helped me, all right? A lot of books that I read, you know, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't that expensive either. I didn't spend not even $1,000 on learning of what I learned just by reading books. And I'm not talking about these young books. I'm talking about old financial literacy books that, you know, you rarely find them in the library. And I found a couple. So it's good to read, guys. And again, if you go to my website, you know, go there. My website is econlearningcenter.org. My friend's website is firecreditrepair.com. And my website for my credit repair services, icrfinancialfitness.com. You can Google me at ICR Financial Fitness. You also could Google me at Increase Your Credit Waterbury, Carlos Anaya, and you could find me there, you know. Ask me any questions. You could also call the number 203-805-7755. That's our credit repair advice hotline where you can call that number. We don't answer it. We just listen to the messages that you leave with your name, your email, and your phone number, and any questions that you may have. And in 24 hours, we'll respond to you either by email or by the phone. All right? If you want to schedule an appointment, go to icrfinancialfitness.com. If you want to schedule an appointment, go to firecreditrepair.com or go to econlearningcenter.org. Go there, go to those sites, you know, check out what we do. And again, if you're in those companies, those big time credit repair companies, and they ain't helping you, and you've been with them for 6 months to a year, and you're paying $130 a month, $180 a month, and you still haven't get approved for a loan on either a car or a personal loan or your house or a mortgage, get back to us. 203-805-7755. This is Carlos Anaya signing out.